Prepare for an extraordinary journey into the heart of Asian BL cinema, because today we're unveiling the most passionate Asian BL movies of all time. These aren't just films, they are cinematic experiences that redefine intensity, boast electrifying chemistry, and deliver narratives that are truly unforgettable. You'll discover stories packed with intense emotional depth and undeniable powerful chemistry between their leads that feels incredibly real. These captivating narratives go far beyond typical romance, fearlessly exploring mature themes, complex relationships, and profound connections that resonate long after viewing. Get ready to be utterly engrossed in a collection of films that promise to be truly unforgettable and will leave a lasting impression on your mind. Method. The film centers on the intense collaboration between veteran actor Jae-ha and idol star Young-woo as they are cast together in a challenging two-man stage play titled Unsee. Initially, Young-woo approaches the role with less engagement, but as he witnesses Jae-ha's immersive method acting techniques, his own passion for the play deepens. As both actors delve deeper into their characters and the play's intricate themes, the boundaries between their onstage personas and their real-life identities begin to blur. This immersion leads Young-woo to develop unexpected and complex feelings for Jae-ha, intertwining their personal and professional lives. Jae-ha's girlfriend, Hee-won, also keenly observes the evolving and increasingly intense connection forming between the two men, adding another layer of tension to their dynamic. The narrative explores how dedication to art can lead to profound emotional entanglements and the blurring of reality and performance. The film delves into the nuances of method acting, where actors immerse themselves so completely in their roles that the emotional lines between fiction and reality begin to fade. A Balloon's Landing. Tianya, a writer from Hong Kong facing professional challenges and personal struggles, embarks on a solo journey to Taipei in search of the mythical Bay of Vanishing Whales. His path unexpectedly converges with Unsee, a kind-hearted local street figure. Despite initial hesitations, Tianya is drawn into an adventure with Unsee, finding a surprising source of inspiration and connection in his company. The film explores their evolving bond, which transcends a simple encounter, and delves into themes of healing, fate, and the search for meaning. The journey leads Tianya to confront his past and reevaluate his future, hinting at a destiny that ties him to Unsee.
The cornered mouse dreams of cheese.
Kyoichi Otomo has lived his life in a state of romantic passivity, never truly pursuing or deeply engaging in his relationships with women. His predictable routine is disrupted by the unexpected confession of love from Wataru Imagase, a younger man who was his underclassman in university and has harbored feelings for Kyoichi for a long time. Initially taken aback and somewhat resistant to this unexpected advance, Kyoichi hesitantly allows Wataru to enter his life. As they begin to spend more time together, an unfamiliar sense of intimacy and a unique connection start to develop between them. Kyoichi, accustomed to a certain emotional distance, gradually finds himself drawn to Wataru's persistent and devoted affection. The film intricately portrays Kyoichi's internal awakening as he grapples with these new feelings, contrasting them with his past experiences in love. It delves into themes of self-discovery, the often unpredictable nature of attraction, and the profound impact of unwavering devotion on someone who has never truly been pursued. The narrative explores the shifting power dynamics and the evolving emotional landscape of their relationship as Kyoichi confronts his ingrained patterns and begins to understand the potential for a deeper connection.
Happy Together.
The film follows Ho Wing and Lai Ufai, a couple from pre-handover Hong Kong, as they embark on a journey to Argentina with the hope of mending their troubled relationship. Their dynamic is characterized by a recurring cycle of emotional turmoil, leading to frequent separations and subsequent reconciliations. One of their shared aspirations in Argentina is to visit the majestic Iguazu Falls, a destination that becomes a recurring symbolic element throughout their story. Their trip to Buenos Aires mirrors the volatile nature of their connection. The film delves into themes of emotional distance, the complexities of self-identity within a relationship, and their poignant search for enduring connection amidst a fraught and often turbulent dynamic. The narrative suggests a focus on the psychological intricacies of their bond, highlighting the cyclical nature of their difficulties and their persistent attempts to find reconciliation. A film that prioritizes emotional depth and the raw realities of a passionate yet challenging relationship. The film centers on the strained relationships between three former close friends, Yongju, Gi-eung, and Gi-taek. Their bond fractured when Gi-eung distanced himself from the group. Now, Gi-eung has risen to become the formidable leader of the school's dominant peer group, while Gi-taek, tragically, has become his primary target and victim. Despite this painful dynamic, Yongju is determined to maintain a connection with Gi-eung, employing every means he can, though Gi-eung vehemently resists his attempts. Constrained by the societal expectations and rigid hierarchies prevalent in their high school environment, what initially appears to be a conflict between three young men is, in essence, a poignant exploration of the internal struggles and personal battles that teenagers fight against their own desires, fears, and the pressures around them. The narrative delves into themes of friendship, betrayal, identity, and the desperate search for connection in a restrictive setting. It appears to be a raw and intense drama that examines the difficult realities of adolescence, peer pressure, and the complexities of unspoken feelings. The film likely focuses on the psychological turmoil of its young characters as they navigate challenging social dynamics and internal conflicts. It suggests a narrative that explores themes of vulnerability, the struggle for self-acceptance, and the sometimes destructive ways in which individuals cope with longing and fear in a conformist environment. Spring Fever. Luo Haitao, a married man, hires Jiang Cheng to follow his wife after suspecting her of infidelity. Jiang Cheng, a private investigator, becomes entangled in the lives of those he observes, particularly the passionate and complex relationship between the wife's lover, Meng Xiaojun, and another man, Wang Ping. As Jiang Cheng witnesses their intense bond and the emotional turmoil it creates, he begins to grapple with his own desires and understanding of love. The film explores themes of hidden desires, infidelity, and the search for genuine connection in a world where societal norms often clash with individual feelings. It delves into the complexities of human relationships and the ways in which observing others can lead to self-discovery and emotional awakening. It explores the intricacies of human relationships and the complexities of desire through the eyes of an observer. Consuming allure. The film centers on Katsuragi, a driven professional whose life takes a devastating turn, leading him to a point of crisis. He encounters Yoda, a mysterious figure who intervenes in his darkest moment. This intervention leads to Katsuragi's confinement and involvement in intense, unconventional practices led by Yoda. Through these experiences, Katsuragi begins to confront his inner turmoil and develops a complicated relationship with his captor, causing him to reevaluate his previous state of mind and the nature of his connection with Yoda. The narrative explores themes of profound distress, the instinct for self-preservation under extreme conditions, and the intricate bonds that can form in unexpected and challenging circumstances. It is a film that delves into intense and complex human experiences. It presents a narrative that examines how individuals cope with severe emotional distress and the unusual connections that can arise in such situations. The movie prompts reflection on themes of survival, the search for meaning in difficult circumstances, and the intricacies of human relationships when boundaries are pushed. The immeasurable. The film introduces Xiang, a university student, and Vic, a police officer, whose paths cross on a basketball court, leading to a swift and deep connection. Their burgeoning romance faces its first test when fundamental differences in their perspectives emerge. Vic expresses reservations about Xiang's involvement in protests with his friends, leading Xiang to feel that Vic doesn't fully understand him. As the emotional distance between them grows, a pivotal night unfolds where Xiang is participating in a protest while Vic is called to the same grounds as police backup. Amidst the chaos and noise of the demonstrations, the two find themselves at odds, attempting to communicate but seemingly unable to truly hear each other, highlighting the profound chasm that can develop between individuals with differing worldviews.
Going south.
A road movie with Gitai, who is going to terminate his military service, and his senior, Jun Young. Jun Young is driving to their military camp with Gitai on his way back to the camp after his last vacation. There is tension between them. When they get to a supermarket just in front of the camp, Gitai put a sleeping pill into Jun Young's coffee. Finally, Gitai heads south, taking Jun Young along with him while he is passed out. After a while, Jun Young wakes up, and a secret gradually becomes known. Gitai is anxious to get Jun Young's mind back. However, the mighty wall of harsh reality doesn't allow him to do it. Can Gitai succeed in his plan to go south?
Twilight's Kiss.
A love story of two elderly gay men in Hong Kong. Park is a 70-year-old taxi driver who lives with his wife. His son is happily married with children, and his daughter is pregnant and about to be married. Hoi lives with his devout Christian son and family after his wife passed away. Other than spending time with his granddaughter, Hoi does not enjoy much in life. The two men, who have lived all their lives without revealing their sexual identities to others, run into each other by chance. After the first encounter, they begin to spend more time with each other and eventually fall in love. Hoi has been regularly attending meetings for gay men over the age of 60, and the attendees of the meeting plan to hold a forum to receive government funding for a senior center for gay men. Unfortunately, no one wants to volunteer to speak in front of a crowd.
Sing in Love. Jin, an elementary school teacher working towards a permanent position, experiences a deeply distressing event that casts him into a period of profound emotional difficulty. 3 months later, a mysterious individual named Kai enters his life, unexpectedly stirring Jin's memories and feelings related to his past experience through the medium of rapping. The narrative then delves into the reasons behind Kai's intense focus on Jin, and how Jin ultimately confronts his personal struggles. The series explores how individuals who have faced significant emotional pain can find inspiration for healing through conflict and personal battles. It poses the question of whether genuine connection and love can be found beyond their challenging journeys. The story suggests a path of perseverance through struggle and suffering towards a hopeful future. The drama explores themes of overcoming past hardships, the path to healing, and the unexpected ways in which individuals can connect and inspire one another. The Novelist, Spring Life. This film continues the story from the Novelist series. Kijima Ryo, a novelist who can no longer write, is now living with Kazumi Haruhiko. Their cohabitation is marked by a delicate balance as they navigate their evolving relationship. Kijima grapples with his creative stagnation and finds himself drawn to Kazumi in unexpected ways. The film explores themes of artistic struggle, dependence, and the quiet intimacy that develops between two individuals living in close quarters. It delves into the complexities of their bond as they support each other through personal challenges, and the nuances of their shared life offers a more intimate and character-focused look at the Evolving relationship between Kijima and Kuzumi. It appears to delve into themes of creative block and the unexpected sources of connection and support that can emerge in close personal relationships. The film likely explores the subtle dynamics of their cohabitation and the emotional undercurrents that shape their bond as they navigate their individual struggles and shared life. It suggests a narrative that prioritizes character development and the quiet moments of intimacy and understanding between two individuals. Money Boys. Fei, a young man from a rural area, makes the difficult decision to move to the bustling city in order to provide financial support for his family back home. However, his efforts to bridge the gap between his personal life and his family's expectations lead to a painful revelation about their acceptance of his identity. This discovery leaves Fei feeling isolated and sets him on a journey to find his place in the world and build meaningful connections. Along the way, he forms a significant bond with a resolute individual named Long, offering a possibility for a fresh start and a sense of belonging. Yet, the unexpected return of Xiaolai, someone from his past, resurfaces unresolved emotions and forces Fei to confront the weight of his history and the complexities of his relationships. The film intricately weaves together themes of familial acceptance, the arduous search for self-identity, and the emotional sacrifices made when personal truths intersect with societal norms. It offers a sensitive and visually compelling portrayal of a young man navigating significant life challenges. It delves into the emotional landscape of an individual striving for self-acceptance and connection in a world that presents both opportunities and obstacles. Your name engraved herein. Set in Taiwan in the late 1980s, as martial law is lifted and societal norms begin to shift, the film follows the burgeoning relationship between two high school students, Ahan and Birdie. Their intense connection blossoms amidst the backdrop of political change and social conservatism. As they navigate their feelings for each other, they face societal pressures, family expectations, and their own internal struggles with identity and acceptance. Their journey is a poignant exploration of first love, the challenges of self-discovery in a restrictive environment, and the enduring power of connection in the face of adversity. The film delves into themes of love, identity, societal change, and the courage to be true to oneself. It appears to be a coming-of-age story set against a significant historical backdrop, focusing on the intense and evolving relationship between two young men. The film explores the complexities of their first love within a society undergoing change but still holding onto traditional norms. It prioritizes emotional depth and character development, capturing the challenges and beauty of finding oneself and love in a restrictive environment. The shortest distance is round. Haruto, a somewhat isolated high school freshman, experiences a significant shift in his life when Aomar becomes his new teacher. Aomar's genuine care and attention create a unique bond with Haruto, leading to a personal diary exchange that fosters deeper emotional intimacy between them. However, a spontaneous kiss one evening creates unforeseen complications, ultimately leading to the dissolution of their burgeoning relationship. 3 years later, Haruto finds himself working as a male escort, burdened by debt. In this changed circumstance, he unexpectedly encounters Aomar once again, forcing him to confront the lingering feelings he harbors and the unresolved issues from their shared past. The film delves into Haruto's emotional journey as he grapples with the resurgence of his feelings for Aomar and the complex challenges of reconciling with their history and the different paths their lives have taken. It explores themes of first love, the consequences of impulsive actions, the complexities of adult relationships, and the possibility of finding a way back from past hurts.
Light.
This series introduces Light, a young man who experienced profound difficulties in his early life, leading to a deep emotional void. Following the tragic loss of his mother, his only remaining family, Light finds himself in a vulnerable situation, forced into a challenging environment to survive. One day, during a difficult encounter, he crosses paths with Shuro, an individual secretly working as an undercover police officer, attempting to infiltrate a dangerous criminal organization. Shuro provides Light with refuge and care, taking him in when he's at his most helpless. The series then explores Light's arduous journey to confront his past emotional wounds and whether he can truly find healing and a new path forward, or if the lingering effects of his experiences will draw him back to the difficult circumstances he sought to escape, perpetuating a search for connection in unsustainable ways. It appears to be a deeply emotional and challenging film that delves into themes of trauma, survival, and the search for healing and genuine connection amidst difficult circumstances.
The teacher.
Kevin, a 26-year-old civics teacher, sparks significant conversation within his school and community by openly expressing his views on marriage equality. His deeply personal life, including a serious relationship, draws scrutiny from some around him. When unconfirmed reports begin to circulate concerning his personal health, he finds himself in a difficult position, forced to make profound choices under immense public and professional pressure. Set against the backdrop of Taiwan's evolving social landscape following the legalization of same-sex marriage, the film explores how Kevin's commitment to advocating for LGBTQ+ rights intertwines with his private life. He faces resistance from both his school and the wider community when he introduces discussions about diverse relationships in the classroom, highlighting the challenges of social progress and personal integrity in the face of public opinion. The film delves into themes of identity, advocacy, and the complex journey towards societal acceptance. It focuses on the protagonist's courage in living authentically and speaking out for what he believes in, even when faced with significant personal and professional repercussions. The movie seems to prioritize the emotional and ethical dilemmas faced by its characters, offering a thoughtful examination of the personal sacrifices involved in standing up for social justice and navigating the intersection of private life and public roles.
Egoist.
Kasuk, a successful fashion magazine editor, carries the weight of a difficult adolescence and suppressed feelings from his past. His life takes a significant turn when he meets Ryota, a younger personal trainer, and a deep connection begins to form between them. Their burgeoning relationship faces complexities, including financial disparities and Ryota's personal circumstances. As their bond strengthens, Kasuk also finds himself forming a unique connection with Ryota's devoted mother. However, their happiness is tragically cut short by an unforeseen event, forcing Kasuk to navigate profound grief and find new meaning in his life, particularly through his evolving relationship with Ryota's mother. The film explores themes of love, loss, class differences, identity, and the intricate ways in which relationships can continue to shape us beyond presence.
Swinging Blossom.
The film introduces Gu Shijun, an elderly man often visited by dreams of a significant past romantic connection and reflections on his unfulfilled marriage. Living in a nursing home, he experiences light-hearted teasing from fellow residents regarding Wei Mengyun, an old woman who shows interest in him. A new chapter begins when he moves in with his brother's family and decides to assist his nephew, Jiyu Jia, in attending an exclusive event hosted by Mr. Ming Jin, a celebrated designer whom Jiyu Jia deeply admires. Upon arriving at Ming Jin's office, Shijun is astonished to find that Ming Jin bears an exact resemblance to the young man from his cherished memories. It appears to be a poignant drama that delves into themes of enduring love, memory, and the surprising turns life can take. The film explores themes of enduring exploration of nostalgia, the longing for past connections, and the idea that true affection can transcend time and circumstance. It appears to offer a thoughtful reflection on life's later stages, the search for closure or new beginnings, and the power of resemblance to stir deep-seated rekindling emotions. Double Mint.
The film delves into the unsettling reunion of two men bearing the same name, and a past that binds them inextricably. The story centers on Mitsuo Ichikawa, a seemingly ordinary man whose life takes a drastic turn when he receives a chilling call from his former high school classmate, also named Mitsuo Ichikawa. This unexpected reconnection forces the older Mitsuo to confront a shadowy past and a pivotal event that shaped both their lives.
A Frozen Flower. Set in the Goryeo dynasty, the king, unable to produce an heir with his queen, enters into a delicate arrangement. He tasks his loyal commander of the royal guard, Hongrim, with sleeping with the queen in the hope of conceiving a child. As Hongrim and the queen carry out their secret encounters, they find themselves drawn to each other, developing genuine feelings that threaten the stability of the court and the king's authority. Consumed by jealousy and suspicion, the king's actions set in motion a tragic chain of events, forcing the three individuals into a dangerous and emotionally charged conflict where loyalty, desire, and duty clash with devastating consequences. The film explores themes of forbidden love, political intrigue, and the destructive power of jealousy and obsession within a historical context. It delves into a complex and perilous love triangle within the royal court. It suggests a narrative rich in palace intrigue, where personal desires collide with royal obligations, leading to a potentially tragic outcome. It navigates their conflicting loyalties and the dangerous consequences of their actions within a rigid societal structure, where passion and duty are locked in a fierce and ultimately destructive struggle. Eternal Summer. The film explores the intricate dynamics between three childhood friends, Jonathan, Shane, and Carrie. Shane and Jonathan share an exceptionally close bond from their youth, with Shane consistently protecting Jonathan. As they transition into adolescence, their relationship deepens and unspoken feelings begin to emerge, particularly from Shane towards Jonathan. The arrival of Carrie, a confident and outgoing girl, introduces a new element to their established dynamic. She develops feelings for Jonathan, and as the three navigate their burgeoning desires and complex emotions, the fragile balance of their friendship is tested. The film delves into themes of unrequited love, the pain of unspoken affection, societal expectations, and the enduring challenges of self-discovery during a transformative period of life, highlighting the bittersweet nature of intense emotional bonds.